Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode. I know that previous episode was very dramatic, but welcome back to another episode of In the End. There's always a Disney guy, but before we get into today's episode, make sure you go check out disneyguy.com or .tk. It doesn't really matter, you already know that. And make sure you subscribe to my blog. And yeah, let's get into today's episode. So today we're going to be talking about an incident that happened in my high school. So everybody knows you got the freshmen, you got the sophomores, juniors, and the seniors. Yeah, I'm a sophomore, of course. This took place when I was a sophomore, and this was a pretty dramatic day. you know, um, usually there aren't fights. Well, fights do happen at my school, but they're not like a lot in one day. And this day particularly, I call it fight day. This was definitely fight day. Because on this particular day, and it wasn't even the sophomores who started it. It wasn't the juniors nor the seniors who started it. It was the freshmen. Now, normally you think when you're coming in, especially when you're newer to a school, when you're just starting high school, you would want your first year experience to be joyful and fun and meet and be exciting and, get to know yourself and find yourself as a freshman in high school. But that's not what these freshmen wanted to do. These freshmen were going buck wild. There were a total of 5 fights. There was one by the history class. A teacher got a little injured. The second fight happened by the gym. The third fight happened. Where did the third fight happen? Shit, I forgot. Oh, the third fight happened with two freshmen fighting over a boy. The fourth fight happened in the lunchroom. And I forgot the fifth fight. But all these fights were started by, guess who? I'm gonna give y'all a second to guess. Because I just said it. I just want y'all to think on it. The freshmen. And if you are an if I mean, even when we were freshmen, we never acted like that. We acted like we had class. We had respect. We respected everyone. But these freshmen right here, ooh, these freshmen went against the sophomores. They went against the juniors. They fought some of the seniors. They even fought some of their own. That's embarrassing. And they know not to try me because I'm not the one to be tried. Like, no, don't even think about it. But these freshmen weren't playing with us. It's ridiculous. Like, that's embarrassing. If I was in a freshman class and they was acting like that, I would be so embarrassed. Like the white people were looking at us so like they were probably thinking in their head, look at these ghetto black people. That's embarrassing. You sitting here, you can't wait till after school to do that. Y'all want to fight here, there. It was like fight out. It was going in sequence. Like it was fight after fight after fight. It's ridiculous. And I mean, the one by the gym room, that fight was, oh, that was probably the largest one, because the teachers couldn't get them because it's so many students. They couldn't get there as fast as they wanted to. It took them a minute. And it was like that's all they needed was 1 minute because it was crowding up. And me and my friend, we was holding arms, and we was right in front of it, not like right in front of it, like 2, 3, 4, 5 feet away from it, but we was still right in front of it, so we could see everything that was going on. And we was just standing there, we was holding each other's arms, and we was just looking. We just stood there. We was holding each other's arms. It was so funny. We just stood there and watched as everything went down. And we watched as the staff members came through. I was like, go ahead, shoot, because I know something. I'm not finna jump in that. Shoot, they was crowding around there quick. It's ridiculous and it's embarrassing. And like I said, these freshmen, they wasn't playing with us. They was going against the sophomores, the juniors, and the seniors. But the thing about the sophomores is, well, the thing about all the classes is, let me break it down for you. The sophomores, we don't have time for that. You know, we got work to do. You know, we about to transition to become juniors. The juniors, they just don't care. They don't really have the energy to be dealing with that freshman crap. The seniors, the seniors already know not to get themselves involved in this situation, knowing that graduation is literally right around the corner. So they already know the deal about that one. So we all have our own things going. But the freshmen, of course, they got to be the buck wild ones. Of course, they got to be the ones to be being extra. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Now, what I would say is, I don't know how these freshmen gonna act when they become sophomores. I really don't. And hopefully the next freshmen that come after them, hopefully they don't be like them. Because if they do, it's just it's gonna be a lot. It really is. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You know, I never really talk about my high school life, but I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, bye bye, guys.